Just got some insane previews for Spider-Man, so let's talk about it. And if you're excited for this set, make sure you're following. I'll be covering all the previews we're going to be getting this week. The first card we got was Imposter Syndrome, recreating the iconic Spider-Man pointing meme. And it says, whenever a non-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Now, this card is certainly a little pricey at 6 mana, but honestly, for the effect, it could be really worth it. I mean, already if you're in a deck that plans on attacking with its commander a lot, I mean, come on, right? I will certainly be putting this in my Karlach extra combat decks and absolutely be popping off with getting more Karlachs that just mean more extra combats. Next up, we have Agent Venom, which is only 3 mana and has Flash. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Yes, this only applies to your creatures, but still, a 3 mana aristocrat that draws you cards every time a creature you control dies with Flash. This is going to be pretty ubiquitous in most aristocrat decks. After that, I have Peter Parker's Camera. Only 1 mana for this artifact. It enters with 3 film counters on it. Pay 2 and tap it. Remove a film counter from this artifact. Copy target activated or triggered ability you control. You may choose new targets for the copy. At this point, with cards like Roaming Throne, it's no secret that copying activated and triggered abilities is very good. Already, any deck that has a commander with one of these types of abilities is going to want to look into this card, especially being priced at 1 mana. It can be tutored out with something like Urza Saga or the new Tezzeret, both of which then have abilities that can be copied with this, which is pretty funny. And any proliferate deck like Kilo was gonna love this card because you could put more film counters on it. Generally, just feels really good. Last card I want to talk about is the Web of Life and Destiny. I've only seen one that's not in English so far, so I just have the Oracle text up here, but it is 8 mana, but it does have Convoke. At the beginning of combat on your turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Not only do I think this is probably the most flavorful card I've seen today, but that is a very powerful effect. However, of course, 8 mana is a lot, but if you're playing like a token deck that knows it will have a lot of creatures, and you can get this out for 2 mana or something pretty cheap, this is a crazy effect to have. I also saw Radioactive Spider, which allows you to tutor for a Spider Hero card. This could be good in certain decks that are running all these Spider-Man cards, like the Wooburg Spider-Man, which hasn't been revealed, but we know is coming. But this is also probably super powerful and limited, because it's a cheap creature with Reach and Death Touch, and we know there's going to be a bunch of spiders in there that you could tutor for. And we also saw Rent is Due, which I'm kind of torn on whether or not it's good, but it is only 1 mana. And if you know you're going to be able to consistently play it, I mean, why not, right? Drawing a card every turn is obviously good. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours on all these cards, and if you think this set is too pushed, and don't forget to follow.